Yo, what is up, legends? Welcome back to another absolute meat grinder of a match here in Battlefield 6 Breakthrough. We're starting off hot on Renewal, right in the thick of it, trying to push this first sector. You see that? I get absolutely leveled, truck exploding right in my face, shrapnel everywhere. But hold on, the game says, last squad member alive. We push forward, breaking out into the open courtyard. It's a mess out here, dust, dirt, and heavy vehicles. I spot a cluster of enemies near those pipes and start lighting them up. But the enemy fire is intense. A sudden, massive explosion sends me flying. I'm down, but this time, I managed to take one of them with me for the trade. The downside, the enemy is relentless. They know we're here, and they keep feeding the lane. I'm locked in on this alleyway, mounting my gun, turning every push into a pile of bodies. It's a true test of holding your nerve. Pressure is building. Another squad mate goes down, and then another. I'm getting hit. It's time to reposition. I break off my position to find a better angle. I'm flanking the main objective now, moving around the building exterior. I see enemies pushing on my flank, so I swing the LMG around, lay down some suppression, and catch a couple of them trying to climb over the low wall. Enemy suppression assist coming in hot. This gun is an absolute monster at keeping heads down. I peek back into the main alley and there he is, a perfect profile shot taken down. The redness is everywhere, but as I push back to help a down squad mate, I get absolutely demolished by an enemy hiding right around a blind corner. Classic CQC blunder. Down I go, right in the thick of it. I'm on the ground calling for a medic. Bodies everywhere, bullets flying. But my squad has my back. I see the blue revive icon and boom, a squad mate risks it all to get me back on my feet. Back up, back in the grind. I'm running toward the enemy with that renewed energy. Pump another to enemies trying to peek me. They're getting desperate now, pushing one by one. I push past the corner and catch another enemy off guard. Avenger, that's for the guy who killed me a minute ago. I'm pressing the attack, but the LMG finally runs dry. Low ammo. I have to find cover and reload behind a stack of sandbags. More suppression assists rack up as my team pushes forward. This chaotic push is paying off. Quick moment to check the score. We're winning. Pax Armada is absolutely crushing, but the enemy is still fighting for every inch. I get back into the battle, and within seconds, I get too aggressive and get dropped again. Ugh, the perils of the LMG run and gun. But again, the squad delivers. Another immediate revive. Thanks, Aaron. Now, we're in the final approach of the sector, another tight alleyway. I take up a position next to a stack of tires. This is where you shine, LMG. A white-clad enemy sprints across my field of view and gets absolutely vaporized. Another one peeks, instant takedown. I get a little close to the blast radius of a grenade, but the healing kicks in. I see 2 more players trying to push, but the spray is too much. Unstoppable. That's the streak. Baby! I am a wall, and no one is getting past. I down the final enemy in this intense skirmish as my gun clicks empty again. Time to reload. We push into the next area, a new set of choke points and broken buildings. I take a new high ground position next to some rubble. I'm suppressing, I'm killing. I'm doing everything I can. To thin out their numbers, every red outline that appears in my sight picture is getting deleted. The entire time, my team is calling for revives. I'm playing the support role to the T, holding fire and providing cover so my medics can work. It's a symbiotic relationship out here. I spot one enemy hiding behind a box and take him out. The enemy team is just pouring into the area, desperate to stop the bleed. They keep trying to sneak past, but the LMG is an area denial tool. The tide of battle is turning, and my squad is now pushing deep. I'm providing rear guard as they secure the point, but an enemy flanker drops one of our medics right in the corridor. I have to move fast. I drop my gun, sprint to the down squad mate, and pop that revive. Then, another one right next to him. Field surgeon in the house. That's critical revives under heavy fire, ensuring our main push doesn't collapse. I'm down again and again, the squad delivers. You just love to see it. Back on my feet, and I see a squad mate needing a hand right next to me. I throw him a quick pouch, and he's good to go. This team is a well-oiled machine. The enemy is trying to counterattack. I spot a heavy-clad specialist trying to flank the brick wall. No, sir, I put him down with a clean burst. The relentless fire forces them to retreat. We've taken the sector. Now, we're pushing into a massive, open kill zone with heaps of dirt and abandoned machinery. One immediately go for the elevated position on the dirt mound. I spot the enemies pushing, one behind the other, and send them both back to the respawn screen. Another one tries to get queued on the left. Suppressed and eliminated. The carnage is unreal. I get to expose on this mound, and a sniper finally tags me. Down for the count, but I went out fighting.
Fuck! Need a medic!
Another squad revive. I'm barely on my feet when I see the enemy pushing our spawn. I pivot and immediately start firing, laying down massive suppression. My team is right there with me, and we push them back into their spawn area. The momentum is firmly with us. We push the final objective, taking up a defensive position in the construction area, right next to a disabled tank. They are out of tickets. We break their line. The enemy team is running on fumes. Final push, and there it is.
Fuck! Need a medic!
Be advised, it's our final stand. Defend the sector at all costs.
Break down!
Hostile forces at half strength. Deplete them further.
Need a medic!
You're exiting the combat zone. Turn back now.
I'm hit!
You're leaving the battlefield. Return to combat.
I'm over here! Take it!
Confirm. Enemy vehicle operating in your area.
The enemy forces are entirely depleted. That is a victory. An absolute bloodbath on Renewal. But we held the line, we pushed the objective, and most importantly, we were a squad.
Let's go!
Be advised, enemies are attacking Bravo.
Look at that final score top of the board, 32 kills, 20 for assists, and 14 revives. The LMG and that support mindset won the day. That, my friends, is how you play Breakthrough in Battlefield 6.